Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Malmo to Rangers 1, and Rangers go out the Champions League with a whimper. I'm in the car, I am your host Scott Carney, I am with Jamie Lowe.
Hey mate.
Ali Pearson.
How we doing?
Yes, not great. There's no point in us even trying to break down the game. Rangers pretty much dominated the first half, started the game incredibly well, managed to get ourselves a goal with Alfredo kind of bundling the ball in at the back of the net. Got at half time, they went down to 10 men just before half time. We were all feeling rather good about it. We were all having a wee chat at half time, feeling rather pleased about it, thinking if Rangers come out in the second half and start the way they started the first half, we would have easily seen this tie out. We've then
shat the bed.
Absolutely shat the bed. I'm struggling to find any kind of positive to take from that showing. We go down 2-1 to two poorly defended goals, and we're out as soon as they scored their second. We were out. Ali, it's against 10 men. There is no positive in this.
No, I honestly, when we talked at half time, I honestly thought going in at half time, I thought Rangers played really well the first 25-30 minutes. I thought they blew out of steam the last 10-15 minutes of the second half, but we got at half time, they were down to 10 men. You're thinking of, here we go, we've got the momentum, and you thought we would come out and really kick on, and we didn't. And to be honest, it looked like we had 10 men for most of that game. Malmo looked organised, and the first goal was coming for about 10 minutes. You could see it coming. It came, bomb scare moments, and the second goal wasn't far behind. And again, more bomb scare moments for the back line. And for a back line that last season was in the 13 goals in league conceded to what they are at the moment, they look an absolute shadow of what they were last season, and it's very worrying, to be honest. It is very worrying.
It is worrying, as I say. I know it's hard to. This is literally, we literally just left Ibrox, so it's hard not to feel a bit down about it all. But Jamie, what's happening?
I'm not really sure what's going on defensively, but just another kind of lapse in concentration. As Ali says, they went down to 10 men, but it seemed like we were playing with 10 men at times, just really quite sloppy in possession at times. Even in the final third, like we had so many chances and just didn't make the most of a lot of the ball. As you said, we started really well. Just didn't make the most of it. No,
we didn't, and we can't put any criticism really on the crowd. As I say, the crowd really were unbelievable. I thought for a good 40 minutes of the first half, it was non-stop. The place was absolutely bouncing. The way the players started, but obviously they responded to the crowd really well. And then towards the end of the first half, we did kind of slow down a bit. You would expect that from the pace that we started the first half at, but to not come out in the second half at all, and then for something like that to happen, just two goals out of nowhere against 10 men. We let Malmo build ourselves into the second half, and we really didn't come out the blocks at all, and we kind of get what we deserve, I suppose. I think that's the only way to really put it. It's a slow one to take. I don't think anybody's feeling rather chipper about it, to be honest, and it's a shame. The opportunity was there for Rangers and we haven't took it. Okay, we'll drop into Europa League now, but yeah, the chance was there for us to at least give ourselves the best chance possible to get into the Champions League, and we haven't taken it. It's it's not great. As I say, we haven't out with a bit of a whimper. Ali, should we start to be a wee bit concerned about what we've seen in the past 3 games?
Yeah, I would even go back to, I know the Livingston game is 3-0, but there was a 60-minute spell in that game where we weren't brilliant, to be honest. 3-0 flatters a wee bit in that game, to be honest, but yeah, the 3 defeats, I don't know the last time Rangers had 3 defeats in a row. You're going way back, but yeah, it's not good. I thought at times they looked a bit clueless. Rangers, they look predictable to play against. They play in front of teams, they go wide. The balls into the box this tonight were poor at times. Barisic's balls were shocking. Tav, you'll beat a man, but then his ball into the box, can he beat the first man? Decision making again. I mean, over that we talked about it currently, the car, their keeper over the two legs, I don't
It
remember having any, you would say, a fantastic save.
He'd won tonight towards
Couple
the
of
end, and it was like a deflected shot that was going up kind of over him, and he did well.
Sakala.
He did well to get to it, to be fair. But I mean, that's it, and we were playing against 10 men. As I say,
They were quite happy defending cross balls all night. That team, they could have played all night. I said at half time, they could defend cross balls all the time, and when they got the 2-0 lead, my heart of hearts, I knew it was done.
Yeah.
Because I knew we weren't scoring 2 goals.
Yeah.
And that's how it panned out. And the last 10 minutes, there was a few rushes of blood to the head for Ken Hadji, ballooning balls over the bar, and just looked a bit desperate, to be honest. And we said it for day one, if we can't beat teams like Malmo, we should not be even near the Champions League, and we can't do it. And I'll be honest, Malmo, a well organised team, but we should be beating teams like Malmo. We've beaten better teams in Malmo than in the Europa League. And yeah, I mean, some Rangers fans may laugh at Celtic when they get it put with Mitchell, and I'll be honest, this is on the same level. It really is. And I didn't have a laugh at them at that point because I knew we were still to play, and this is what's happened. And yeah, we drop into Europa League, and it's not where we want to be. We want a Champions League, and it's just not to be. But we need to dust ourselves off and pick ourselves up, because we've got a big couple of weeks ahead of us with Celtic coming in a couple of weeks' time, and we need to get into a rhythm. We really do.
Yeah, we have to identify whatever seems to be the problem right now. I mean, I'll give Malmo their credit. They did their job perfectly. They did exactly what they set out to do, especially when they went down to 10 men. They seen that Rangers were letting them into the second half. They took full advantage of it. We shut off twice for both goals. Both goals were finished well. They were good goals in that sense, but they should never have been allowed the space or time to do it. It's baffling. I think, again, I don't want to be too critical on players. Barisic is not Barisic. Conor Goldson needs to decide whether he's staying or he's going, because I think he's not started the season particularly well. His decision making sometimes really poor. Ryan Kent as well. As much as we can't fault his effort, his end product and even his start product sometimes is almost non-existent. Jamie, you in agreement with that?
Yeah, there's not. I think there wasn't many, I suppose, pass marks. Whilst we started well, defensively, we just don't look the same side so far this season. I did think Balogun was going to come in. I thought he done okay, but yeah, even going forward, as you say, the fullbacks in particular had a really poor game, and then just a complete lapse of concentration for their goals, as you say, taken well, but just afforded far too much time and space on the ball, and at this level you're going to get punished for that.
Yeah, I'm going to get punished. It's spot on. As I say, there's not really much more we can add. We're obviously we're gutted about this because none of us seen it coming, especially at half time. The last thing I expected to be doing right now is to be sitting talking to you saying that we're out of the Champions League after getting beat 2-1 off of 10 men, but so that's football, I suppose, and we didn't deserve it. We don't deserve to go through, so we get what we deserve. I don't want to, again, put my tinfoil hat on and say something's wrong, but right now this is not the way that we play football. It's not the Rangers that we've become used to seeing, and I think we have to snap out of it soon. We've got big games coming up now, and we have to get on a run through the league and at least be in some form of shape when we've got the Old Firm coming up at the end of the month. So yeah, not a disappointing night for Rangers. It's into the Europa League now. It's not what we all wanted, but such is life sometimes. That's football, I suppose. But that will do us. Anyway, we'll be back later on in the week. Ali, thank you very much.
No problem.
Jamie, thank you very much.
Okay, mate.
Making the boys suffer through this. But yeah, we'll speak to you all next time. Cheers.